welcome to YouTube channel Ramesh Kaila. As we know that in a BSc Nursing SEM 5, the educational technology is one of the subject. In this subject, we have covered some topic, some short notes, which are the very important for the examination of point view, like pragmatism. In a first unit, educational philosophy, pragmatism is a very important short note in BSc Nursing SEM 5. So now we just discuss regarding the pragmatism. Pragmatism. The father of pragmatism is Charlie. As we know, the father of idealism is Plato, and the father of pragmatism is Charlie. And also we know that the idealism is depend on only idea, when the pragmatism depend on only activity. So far as the pragmatism is concerned, the father of pragmatism is the Charles, one of the best educational philosopher and psychologist. Meaning of pragmatism, the word derived from the Greek word pragma. Pragma means to do something. That means activity. Pragmatism believes in a practical approach to problem, that means learning by doing. Pragmatism always believe in to do, or in a practice, or in a activity, not just an idea only. The definition of pragmatism is: the pragmatism is an essentially humanistic philosophy maintaining that man create his or her own value in the course of activity. Pragmatism is only belief in activity, and the pragmatism is essentially humanistic philosophy to maintaining create his or her own value by some activities, by some creativities, by some model, like something new event, something new invention. So it is the just activity. The principle of pragmatism are under practical action given us reality. It is not just depend on only idea. It is depend on practical, to do something, to perform the activity, to do real thing. It is the principle of pragmatism. Action and experience make material world and real world. By the action, by the experience, we can achieve the target, or we can do something, we can do some new invention in the world. Not only just idea, not only just talk, but to do. Man is sources of the himself by active being. Here only person who he or her must be active for any activity, and it is the she or he is only sources of the activity. There is no absolute value of the life. Here the value of the life is nothing but only practice. Only some activities are the valuable, and by the activities, by the best activity, by the best creation, the value is always go ahead. The law of flexibility. In a pragmatism, the law of flexibility is that our goal is whatever, but the process of our activity, process of to do work is the flexible. But we can, or we must achieve our goal by any activity. It is the one of the principle of pragmatism. Nothing permanent change according to activity. Pragmatism always believe that there is nothing permanent, but always change. Some person is doing his own process, some person is doing other process, but all person have a one goal to make something. It is by doing. Aim of pragmatism, self-efficiency. Pragmatism, the main aim or objective is that the self-efficiency. If one can have efficiency, one can have the courage, one can have the passion of doing something, perform some activity, then the pragmatism is real pragmatism. Development depend on individual. All development is depend on individual, because all person have different skill, different activity, different passion, and different mind. So one can not compare with other, but development it depend only individual. Transmission and promotion of culture. Sometimes it is also useful, like idealism. It is also transmission. It is also promoted by the culture, one generation to other generation, other generation to other generation also. Like farming, the farming is transmission by culture, and the pragmatism is that to do the farming, the grandfather doing the farming, father doing the farming, father also farmer, and son also farmer too. Continuous reconstruction of experience and growth of environment. The pragmatism will believe that in a continuous reconstruction, some achieve new and new by the activity, by the doing something. Every time we can understand new and new, we can create new and new idea. We can find the short way or shortcut for the creation of new generation. So it is continuously reconstruction, and it is only depend on experience. The teaching method or curriculum, so far is pragmatism concerned, the teaching method in a curriculum, which or where the organization, institute or colleges are teach the pragmatism. Like pragmatism is applied in engineering, it applied in a workshop. So it is working by doing. Though flexible is flexible, usable subject, interesting subject. So teaching in a teaching method, it is flexible, it is usable by the activity, by the productivity. We can or someone can earn it in a life. Interesting also. There is sometime one can interest in a construction, one can interest in engineering, one can interest in doing some machineries. Then it is interesting subject. It is not just historical subject or not just idea, but it is a real activity. Subject of pragmatism, home science. As we know that in a home science, we can doing something in a nutrition, like some recipes, so many new creation of the cultural activities. So it is very interesting subject, home science in a pragmatism. Physical training means this type of the training that gives the physical efficiency of the person. Music is also one of the pragmatism theory. Music, we can play piano, we can play veena. So it is just if we can do activity, then it is possible. And by the music we can be a musician, we can be a famous person in a world. So it is subject of the pragmatism. Method of teaching, generally we as we discussed that the pragmatism is only depend on activity, depend on performance. So your method of teaching is learning by doing. If we learn, if we want to learn something, then we must have to do something. Project, By the project, we can learn so many things. Problem solving is also one of the best method of the teaching in a pragmatism. Role of teacher in a pragmatism. A teacher is active observer. Teacher cannot doing anything. Teacher can guide and just observe to the learner. Just give the support to the learner. First of all, teacher teach the theories, how to do it, how to create it, and afterward in a workshop, in a real situation, teacher only give the support to the student, and it is active observer. It is the most important role in a teacher in a pragmatism. Thank you very much. If it is useful for you, please like this channel. Thank you very much.